Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play the Outer Worlds. I'm your host, College Faded, it's episode 3. And we're here on the map in Emerald Vale. And the quest we're working on is Reed asked you to deliver messages to Adelaide. So we need to find Adelaide and her community. They're up here, they're to the left, and another left. Came out here, killed a bunch of marauders. Well, actually, we found most of these guys already dead. There's a room over here with some stuff in it. Anytime there's ammo, that's good. A tech kit. And nothing in here. Oh, there's Skin Tough Song. Right. Done looting. There's a, oh, it'll look like one of those batteries from Fallout 4. It's like, oh, there's batteries, it's acid, make sure you grab it. Let's see what our ammo's, get rid of some of this stuff. This thing right here, its condition is 82. And it's level 5. The shotgun is almost useless. I haven't had a lot of luck with shotguns in this game. I thought they'd be more powerful. It seems like they're really only useful against critters. The color palette in this game is so amazing. I like that somebody finally created something that's a little bit saturated and a little bit more out there. I like seeing different things from game developers instead of the same thing all the time.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoey went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
You could always go looking for her.
I go looking for Zoey, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma.
Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You snooped around in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Maybe the marauders took her away?
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoey. Got no useful skills far as I could tell.
Any chance you could point me somewhere specific and not just out there?
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoey to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I love every single character action in this game. Character interaction. It's just so well done. They're so well animated. After all the fuss about the most Mass Effect Andromeda and its horrible character animations and such, this is really... This is a huge upgrade. Man, I never did play Andromeda. I haven't got very far in the Mass Effect games. I've tried playing the first one. I get about 2 hours into it and I just want to quit. And people tell me, "Oh, it's so awesome, you gotta do it." So I feel like I have to forge through it to learn the story so I can play the second one, where maybe it gets better, which is traditionally the case.
Inside voices.
Egg pick. Ooh, could be in there. I'm not sure I want to waste 3 picks on that though. Let's keep going. Looking for her room, her building. Can't remember where it is. Deserter. Here we go. Zoey. Zoey's journal, page 22. Well, today is the day, Zoey. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some Adrenatime too. Everybody loves Adrenatime. Even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of Adrenatime before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Gout, Terra 2, Bandit Queen, Zoey's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Oh, so that's where, yeah. Zoey's journal, page 12. We don't need to know about that. We know where she went. Let's go get her. Let's go put our persuasion to the test, shall we? Well, let's go discover a few more things before we go. What's over here? What is this place? Who's this guy? Who's this person?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Oh, this is the mess hall, and there's a locked door there. I love these buildings.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for stealing picks. Heavy ammo. Again, save, make sure I don't get... If there's ammo, I'm taking it. Thomas? Oh, there's a workbench, great.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. You're, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we?
I love his response.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
This is sort of like a quest from Fallout New Vegas, actually. Engineering 5. Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Ah, today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1. Found it in the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special On the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Hold on. I got one more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Part 2. Found it in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I want to use this. Modifications. Alright, let's see what we got here. I want to modify this thing, maybe. Let's see what kind of mods we have. This changes the weapon type to shock, which would probably be a really good thing to have. And the scope, this extends its range, increases the weapon accuracy. Okay, hold on. I got a bunch of these guns, don't I? And then I got her gun too. I want one of these to do shock damage for robots, but we don't see a lot of robots here. So I think I'm just going to install it there. Let's do it. Mods can't be removed. Wait, range weapon spread minus 20%. Alright, so I'm going to do that to that thing. And then the cool thing is you can tinker with it. And you can make it go up to 3 levels higher than you. So if I tinker with this, it'll cost me 54 bits. If I tinker with it again, it costs me 113. And that makes it pretty beefy, which is nice. So yeah, I like that. Hold on, I got another idea. I'm gonna tinker with this one. Oh, hold on. Put that away. This gun down here. Let's tinker with it. Do tinker. 54 bits. Only because I want to switch that one out for Parvati. It should do like slightly more. It's level 6 instead of doing 231. It should be a little bit better for her. Okay. Cool. I love the fact that you can tinker. It's a great money sink. It's a great built-in money sink into the game. I really like that bit. Let's go find the person before we go talk to Adelaide. I really like that, though. At least for the first good bit of the game, it really forces you to balance between, oh, I'd like to make this weapon better and be more effective, and oh, I don't have a lot of money. I just think it's a pretty fantastic money sink. I generally don't like dumb money sinks, and I consider this one to be kind of smart because you really get something useful out of it. And so anytime that you can balance risk-reward, that's a mess down there. Those guys. I don't have enough ammo for those guys. These guys on the end. Let's see, oh, there's a bunch of them. Okay. How do we want to go about this? Parvati, take a little bit of cover over there. I'm not going to be in any cover. Let's save before we do this in case it gets messy.
Here we go. Nice one.
Okay. There we go. Where's the last one? Parvati, sneak up there.
Okay. Ow! That's the last of them.
Alright. That went relatively well. All things aside. Oh, and there's a hunting rifle. And there's loot. Hey, that's gonna cost me nothing.
Nice.
Ooh, what was that? There was a shot cannon in there. It's like it's a great flamethrower against robots, I guess. But you gotta be really close to use it. Miner clothes. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff. I get this guy, dude. First time I played the game, I was playing on normal, and of course I just ran right up here and shot all this stuff. Let's do a little inventory management though. This weapon could be useful. What is it? It's a level 2 though. It doesn't hit very hard. I need all these handguns. Inventory wise, what do we got here? This thing could be repaired, or it's not. Armor 6, this is armor 9. Tech skills. Oh yeah, we'll just swap those. Stealth skills. Stealth skills. This is one-handed melee. Parvati, what are you wearing for a helmet? You're wearing a one-handed melee. Okay. Cool. What is this? That's something I could probably just get rid of. What's her stuff look like? Does it ever go? Do the companion clothes never go down less than 100%, I guess. Or she just hasn't been hit. We'll find out. I never did pay attention my first time through the game. This is tech skills and this is tech skills. This is tech skills plus 7. Okay. I'm getting rid of that then too. There's no sense carrying stealth skills, tech skills, light. Don't need that. You don't need any more than one set of armor that has the bonuses on it. And I don't really need that mask either, but well, these are stealth skills and these are stealth skills. I'll get rid of that. Alright. Could go down here. Zap these guys. They get there's a lot of experience points to be had down there. And a lot of loot. Gonna worry about that in a minute. Well, hold on. Come back, Parvati.
Heading back.
Let's go take care of these guys. I'd like to get some plasma before we go take those guys out. Oh, there's a primal behemoth. How many of them are there? There's 2 of them. I love this. I love it when you see ships come and go. This is such a nice little tiny touch, and it is so cool. How many are here? Okay, we may get our butts handed to us here doing this. I don't think this is... Oh, there's 4 of them. Nope. Not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna try and loot this guy, and then we're gonna try and get the heck out of here. 4 of those things, and I have 60 bullets left. 84, actually. Should get some more down here, but... Let's see about this. There's a dog over there. Anybody else? What else do we have? I got a guy. I don't see any explosive containers. Parvati, take cover there.
Sure. I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Okay. Let's try to tag these guys.
Here we go! Down they go!
Oh, there we go. Good job, Parvati. Waste this. Okay. Oh, crikey. That wasn't cool. Parvati, shoot this guy. I'm gonna switch to my other gun. There we go. Oh, what happened here? Something blew up next to me, gave me a concussion. So this is one of those things where if you're in survival mode, You stay concussed until you can go rest at a bed. Survival mode, super mode, Nova mode. You stay concussed until you can go rest in a bed. Well, there are beds everywhere, but you can only rest in the bed at your ship. You can only save in the bed at your ship, and you can only fast travel to your ship. So the whole thing just becomes really annoying. It's like, oh, I got concussed by something I couldn't see. And now I'm going to have to go all the way back to my ship to do anything. I have to go back to my ship to rest, and I got to go back to my ship to save, and it's just like, so that was why I stopped playing Supernova. I wish that the survival elements, I just wish it was different. Because I think the idea of getting concussed and having to rest in a bed to fix it is a really good idea.
You're fast.
I want to be able to rest in any bed. Anywhere. Alright, let's look at this. Character, what's it say? Details. Meat. Oh, okay. What do I have going on here? I always pay attention to this. This is meat, base health, 25%. Yeah, so just so many of the survival things that they did are actually really cool. I like the idea of staying concussed until you have to sleep in a bed. I don't like the idea of having to go back to my ship. I think you should be able to save anywhere you want to. You should be able to sleep in any bed. And really, the big deal is, you know, you should need to eat, drink, deal with concussions, broken limbs, and all that stuff. But for goodness, and even restrict fast travel if you want. That's fine, but let us save anywhere, for crying out loud. Oh, I hope there's something good in here. I'm using 2 picks. Oh, well, light ammo. What's down here? Energy cell. Spacer's Corona. Bypass shot. Wouldn't say that was worth it, but oh, heavy ammo. That's more heavy ammo. Energy cell and armor parts. Oh, that's why I missed one of those things. Alright, here's what I like to do. Grab one of these cheap guns and not waste a lot of bullets. You are encumbered from carrying too many items. Oh, because I just took another concussion. Alright, so what is this? This is a grenade launcher. These are fun to have. I'm putting that in slot 4. Light machine gun. Got all these parts. I'm not really going to use the shotgun, so I'm going to get rid of that. I got a better one than that. 70 of 73. Oh, that'll wear off in a second. What else can I get rid of? Extras. Oh yeah, I'm not going to use that shotgun in my. This one, Spacer's Choice. What does the diamond mean on it? What does this little diamond symbol mean? That's the thing I haven't been able to figure out. Is the diamond symbol? I'm not sure what that means. I have yet to figure that out. Let's see. I got a bunch of extra assault rifles, so I probably don't need to carry all of those, and I don't need all the light machine guns. All right. Ammo, that's what I'm liking. And another. These back areas behind buildings are commonly mined. You come back here. There's usually always a fair bit of loot. Like right there. Model spaceship. For a long time I thought the model spaceships might be tied to some kind of quest. And I was thinking about the ghoul in Fallout 4 who wants you to find the giddy up buttercup stuff, and I was thinking, oh, maybe there's somebody who collects these, but they appear to be just junk. So I was hanging on to them my first playthrough. It's like, these are special, I know it. I'm certain of it. And they weren't. The game fooled me. Oh yeah, I see lots of ammo around here. This is fantastic. Okay. Let's talk to her. I don't have anything. What do I have for? Sometimes this will give you mind. Loaf of dinner and number 2. No. Meat-based health. Body attributes +1. See if you need some body attributes. But there are ones that'll give mind attributes. Here we go. So I'm going to do this. And take that to talk to her because I want my persuasion skill to be high. So for instance, how does it affect my character? Skills, details. Caffeine drink, mind attributes +1. So if I go look at my skills and I look at persuasion, I'm getting 5 from the caffeine drink and 6 from Parvati.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Ooh, not for free.
Oh, well that's a shame. I mean, I could pay you in Adrena time, but I've already bartered most of my stash over to these poor saps. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
I'm impressed. How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Why did you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
I can't imagine you're happy out here. Food's awful, company worse, and no serial dramas.
And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Take care. Alright, persuasion worked. We got her back. She has come back. Oh boy, I don't want to use a bunch of lockpicks unless I find a bunch in here. Hit cartridge. We got here more heavy ammo. See this? Then it opens and there's nothing. There's a little bit of a glitch there. I assume that there's supposed to be something in there, but since the game didn't immediately open it, there's a little bit of a problem. Alright, I need to change this back. I don't want to use mind attributes when I'm going to war. Range, weapon, spread. Where's my... In the early game, I feel like the... This is... Yeah. It's the health ones. Armor rating +10. Ooh, crap, I'm gonna use that, actually. Plus 25% health in the early game, I feel like, is a really good thing to have. But that one, use that early on. I love that all this stuff highlights like this. It just is one of those things that's a really nice touch. Light machine gun. Just a really nice touch. Let's see. Have we looked at all the buildings? Can you get into this building? Nope. Okay. And that one, I think. Yeah, we've opened that. I think we've been in all the buildings. Oh, but we missed him. We went in here and this is just a garage. Yeah, okay. We've done everything we can there. I'm not hip to go kill those behemoths yet. I don't feel like I have the firepower to do it. This guy. I mean, there's some good experience to be had by doing it, but... What's my ammo situation like now? Yeah, I've got some rounds. These things will come running. I hate that. You jump on the edge there and then it... Oh no! No, 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 no. Okay, well, good thing I saved then, because this is gonna be ugly. Parvati, go over there.
Sorry, won't work.
There?
No problem. I'll head over.
When you get over there, I'm gonna try to keep you from dying. I have to reload a save here.
Let's end this. Nice one. I'm going.
Where are they at? They ran off. You keep an eye on my back here. Security blade. Impact hammer. Pocket watch. The pocket watch is another thing I hung on to that I thought would be useful and was not.
This'll be quick.
Behemoth. Don't worry about that. Oh, this tree. The tree is no good.
Nice one.
Get him, bury him. There we go. He's dead.
Got him all.
Okay. We're not completely sucking here.
Be right there.
Those guys came back. See, that was dumb. I should have went out and killed them first. But they lived. Probably not the most efficient attack you've ever seen. Certainly there. I was hoping I could get his armor off of him, but no. Let's go up to this end of things. Ronnie, you need to be healed before we take on these last ding-dongs. I think she gets some healing. Don't want to waste this last one though. Let's see, what do we have here? 200 natural health regeneration. And then this is base health. Let's use that. Okay, you ready? Go over there.
Sure. Down they go.
Is that it? We done? Guess so. Good job, Parvati.
On my way.
I'm doing a very poor job of telling her what to attack, but that's why I've got her on aggressive, because she can figure that out by herself. Bit cartridge. Oh, here we go. Pick up old reliable. Look at this. Oh, and we're a little heavy, so we're going to get rid of a couple of things. Like extra light machine guns and such. What is this? Old reliable Spacer's Choice heavy weapons. Nice. That'll be fun to have. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the grenade launcher. I haven't been using it. Old reliable, yeah. It's fun. Forgot that that was even up here. This is how much I forgot between my first play and my second play. The game is satisfactory in length, it feels like to me. It's somewhere between 30 and 40 hours, probably 30 hours, I think, maybe, but it feels appropriate. Okay, so this is the camp. Look at that out in the background, those red lava and all that stuff, and the planets. This is just the coolest thing. Something I was telling some friends of mine is that I just feel like No Man's Sky could learn a lot from this game, particularly with how to deal with ground combat and such. Let's see. Might be worth going up here and doing this. We might be able to kill all these guys. Yes. Tree. Where is he? This guy. Oh no, that's not quite what I wanted to do, but that'll work. Finish. What I wanted to do was just have her attack that guy. I didn't want her to do her special. Alright. Now she's down. More guys than I thought there were. Done. Where's the next one? There were way more of you guys than I thought there were. What's this thing? Completely down? Parvati's here. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's do this. Armor rating, mind attributes, body attributes, under natural regeneration. Let's go back to base health. Okay, dang. Yeah, that's the other thing on Supernova. Your companions will permanently die, so you spend a lot of time doing battles over and over because these guys, you guys die, and then you're gonna have to start over with it. What is all this back? See, I never explored this. Where am I? I never explored any of these caves. Ooh, look. My first time playing through the game, I was kind of like, just so excited to see everything and keep progressing the story. I was like, oh, what happens next? What happens next? And I wasn't going slow and kind of relishing everything. So, what's this, baby? Cavern back here. Canid Howler. What is all of this? I never got up. What is this? North Gulch. Never got up here. How many are there? I don't really know how to aim this thing.
All together.
Oh, she's... Oh, this is... What just happened? What just happened? What in the heck just happened? That was really weird. This gun is bizarre. Okay, Parvati. Oh, I gotta remember what causes 200 natural refresh is the bananas. Okay, base up. Alright, let's do. Wow. That was. Not sure that's the best gun for me to use. I wanted to see what was down here. 3 adrenaline times. Another grenade launcher. Alright, I'm over encumbered. Let's see. Extra grenade launcher, don't need. I don't need all these. These are all level 5s. What is this? Light machine gun, Spacer's Choice. This is Old Reliable, Spacer's Choice. This is what? Oh, that's the shot cannon. My goodness. Good stuff here. Old Reliable is a light machine gun. If you were going to use light machine gun, you use Old Reliable, so you might as well keep that one. Alright. Wow. What's some loot down here? Okay, Parvati. Came down here and saw what this was all about. That was cool. Canid meat is really heavy. So let's see. Do I have it? Is it a component you can eat here? I think so. Look at all these things. It's going to take a long time to memorize all these different things that you can use. Okay. I don't know how many times I'll play through the game and probably still won't have those memorized. There's so many choices. It's almost like they added too many consumables. Because a lot of them do the same thing that other ones do. You know, like the banana isn't the only thing that adds 200% to health regeneration. There are actually a whole bunch of items in the game that do that. And I'm not sure it's necessary to have 20 different items in the game that do the same thing. Like if it was me, I'd went like, let's use a couple fewer items. Alright, let's go back and finish off this quest then. Well, we didn't die. Parvati fell to the ground several times. She would have been dead if we'd have been playing on Supernova, but we didn't die. So, that's good. Playing on hard, not dying, like that. Okay, there's that person. Wait a minute. Side quest, the frightened engineer. Convince Zoe to return to camp. I walked right by her. Like a goof.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Oh, something about wanting to be an outlaw. I'd rather not get into it.
You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I would really have liked it if you could have brought Zoe along as a companion. I liked her a lot. But she's not a companion option. So. Deserter's reputation increased. Alright. Adelaide Tippett.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Oh, you must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Looks like you made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why'd you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator, and I needed to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I'm not looking to get mixed up in your problems. I just want to fix my ship.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Hey, it's level up time. Fantastic. Let's do that and let's end this episode. Let's see what we have here. When do we get... It's medical. When do we get 40 competent? Unlock the third drug mixing slot. So I need 4 points in that. Yay, that's what I'm going to do. Ranged long guns are at 40. Dialogue, persuasion. Knock that up to 35 with my bonus from Parvati. Stealth skills, still need to keep going up. Lockpicks at 30 now, that helps. And leadership. And perks, let's see what we can get. There's vendor prices, don't care about. XP from companion kills, that's kind of nice. 25% tactical time dilation meter max, though. I think that's what I'd like to see. You can, if you want to play by yourself and not use companions, there's several perks around in the game that will help you do that, like this and traveling by yourself. This is nice for a party, but I like to play with the companions, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't care about walk speed, I don't care about sprint speed. I thought it was funny, one of the very first things I saw online was, oh, here are the best perks to take, and the very first thing they said was walk speed and run speed, and I was like, what? You're wasting a perk, man. You're wasting a perk. With all the guns that drop in the game, the 25% weapon armor durability loss is pointless, in my opinion. Crit chance for companions, it's okay. Base armor rating is pretty nice, I think. Carrying capacity is pretty good. In fact, that's probably the best time to start taking it is now, because we're starting to get into more enemies. I'm tempted to grab time dilation meter, though. We're gonna grab this, though. so we can carry more stuff. Alright, Parvati and I are going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a question or comment, drop it down below. I'll be happy to answer. I'll see you guys next time. Let's play The Outer Worlds.